I worked in the beauty industry for 7 years, including in-store at Mecca and for a major global beauty company. And today I'm going to be using the classic rankings to let you know the tea on the most viral products from Mecca. It's time to start masking and it's time to start ranking. Going in with Pseudo Cream, aka Nappy Cream today because my skin is playing up. Nappy Cream has zinc oxide in it, which is amazing for your skin. It's also like hella affordable. Some people sleep in it. I don't like sleeping in it, but I do like giving it its like time. So this felt like, as we were chatting, as we were ranking, was like the perfect time to do this. Let's go. Firstly, let's chat about my ranking. First of all, we have God tier. That is like, I don't care what you say or what your thoughts or opinions are. This is the greatest product that's ever existed. How dare you ever speak ill of this amazing product? Like, this is don't come for me kind of territory. Next is nice. It's like, this is a beautiful product. I really like it, but there's something about it that stops it from being God tier. Like, it's great. It's just not God tier, you know? The next one's and it's good, but this, like, you know what I mean? There's a but to it. It's like, oh, I love it, but it's far too expensive, or it's great, but the packaging sucks. Like, there's something to it. It's still good, but there's just something about it that stops it, you know? Next one is meh. It's like, I don't have a visceral hatred for you, but like, you're not good. You're like, meh. Like, you know, don't waste your money, but like, if you like it, great. Last, but certainly least, is loathe. Loathe, hate. All the anger actually enrages me. I can't believe I'm giving them airtime or screen time here, but we're gonna chat about them, okay? We're gonna chat about them. Product number one goes into the loathe category because I loathe it. Is the Drunk Elephant Debronzing Drops. I cannot express my rage about this. Actually, I feel like I may have expressed my rage about this multiple times over on TikTok and Instagram, but if I haven't expressed it here on YouTube, let me tell you, I hate them. They're so expensive. They don't do anything. They look horrific on the face. Like, I know when people are wearing them because it is patchy as hell. It never blends with the coverage that they're doing. It looks like mud and dirt on their face. Like, it's not good. It does make makeup separate, and it claims all these skincare ingredients that people talk about, like, oh my god, it's skincare, it's skincare, it's skincare. It's not. Like, Drunk Elephant has fantastic skincare, but there is nothing about these drops that are doing shit except clogging your pores. Going in with a lip balm now, and we're going to talk about the next product. Talk about a God tier product next. That's right, I already gave away its ranking. This is the go-to transformazing mask. Oh, I cannot express how beautiful this is on the skin. Like, every big event of my life, I put this on and I have the most amazing skin, the most amazing makeup, the most amazing day. Like, it has good luck charm in there. Like, there is some potion, some magic happening over here. I don't know what it is, but it works. Your skin is glowy. It is hydrated. Makeup lasts forever. I not only look good in the makeup on the day, but like, I never get that like post big event, like shitty skin after it if I do the Transformazing mask. Top tip, put it in the fridge at least 20 minutes before you use it, and it cools down and depuffs the face. Like, if you're a bride, the mask you're gonna use is this. Start using it now so you know how your skin reacts, but this I will be wearing on my wedding day. This is God tier. God tier. Don't mind me just interrupting the rankings. I just wanted to let you know that you can find me here on TikTok, here on Instagram, and if you could subscribe to me, it would mean the world. Next up, the Glow Recipe Papaya Balm. I love this. I've used it multiple times. It is exceptional. It's so good at taking off the makeup, off the grease, off the dirt, really clears the skin up. I don't have breakouts. I don't feel really dry after it. It's beautiful. I just struggle with the price. It's actually reasonably priced compared to a lot of other brands. I just struggle paying so much for cleansers that I'm like immediately washing off my face. So whilst I love it and I do buy it, it's not something I regularly buy just because in my mind, the way it works, I can't really like justify the cost, if that makes sense. So that's why she's going in nice. Like, she's nice. Like, she's great. If you love it, if you've got the money for it, it's fabulous. In another life, if it was cheaper, it would be God tier. Next up is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation. Now, people rave about this. I remember when this first came to Mecca, I was still working there and people were like losing their shit. Like, every color match I did for the first like a few months of Charlotte Tilbury launching was all for this foundation. And it is beautiful. It looks gorgeous on the skin. The way it sits, stunning. My only issue is the colors. I was never ever able to find a color for my shade. They all go so orange or so like oxidized that I could not get a shade for the life of me because it had nothing for my more like neutral cool tone undertones. And I tell you how many color matches I did that I felt so bad that there was 0 colors in the range that I could make work for them. So it's in that I mean, it's like, this is great, but I mean, you need to work on whatever is ruining the colors of that formulation because they have a lot of shades. The undertones are not right yet. Next up is the Westman Atelier Baby Cheeks Blush. Is it a nice formula? Yeah. Does it show up? Yeah. Is it good? Yeah. Is it worth $80? Abso-fucking-lutely not. Is there like literally every other blush in the universe that's better than it and cheaper? Yeah. I swear, I do not understand Westman Atelier. Like it's nice stuff, but it's really like basic clean girl, but for like 40-year-old women. And it just like there's no payoff in color. It does not last. Like I'm telling you, 20 minutes after application, it is nowhere. The colors aren't amazing. The formula is not amazing. It doesn't have crazy skincare in there that's gonna make you feel like you've had Botox done or something. Like nothing justifies the price point of $80 other than the packaging, which I cannot justify. I'm so sorry. That's why it's going in matte, because it's not bad enough for me to loathe, but the cost and the formula do not justify each other. They do not justify each other. Talking about blushes, we're going to talk about NARS, specifically NARS Orgasm. Okay, I know this one's a cult favorite. I know the girlies love it. We've been talking about it like it was OG back in the day of like high YouTube beauty territory. Now, I love NARS. NARS has some of the greatest beauty out there and it really changed the game from early in the days. This blush though, meh. Again, similar to the Westman Atelier one, it kind of disappears after a while. It's a beautiful formula. It's a gorgeous color. I just feel like blushes have come so far these days. Like the Rare Beauty one and the Patrick Tar, like I feel like so many people have brought blushes to such a higher level that I actually feel like cult classics that used to be like the gold standard of blushes just keep falling and falling and falling. I would love to see NARS do a reformulation of their blushes with some of the new technology that's been coming through, like with a new type of packaging or a new type of formulation. Like I don't know what it is because I just feel like this no longer holds up to what my standard of blushes are. So I feel like it lost the cult status to me. Like it's a relic, which is why it's going in. I mean, it's a good blush and it was probably one of the best for so long. It's just no longer able to hold up to the standards of the beauty industry. However, one thing that I never, ever, ever want NARS to touch is NARS Sheer Glow. This is the greatest foundation of all time. And I'm not just saying that like because I love it on my skin personally, because I worked in store at Mecca for so long. And when I tell you this worked for so many people, 9 times out of 10, I was able to shade match to this. I absolutely love that you can wear this any way you want. Like you can just put a little bit on and blend it in with your fingers and it's a tinted moisturizer. You can full beat this up, go out to the club, like drag show level makeup if you want to. You can top it up, you can apply it, you can powder it down, you can glow it up. Like you can just do anything with this. I used to call it the Swiss Army knife of foundations because it's just so versatile. I love it. Also, the bottle lasts forever, like chef's kiss. And this is coming from somebody who once had that bottle thrown at them in store. At least it was a good foundation. That's going in God tier. This is a God tier foundation. If you were looking for a fantastic foundation, it's this. And NARS, if you ever Givenchy this shit, I'll personally find you. Next up, we have the Too Faced Kissing Jelly Oil Gloss thing. Feels like a Temu Shein title at this stage. When my beauty obsession started when I was much younger, I was obsessed with Too Faced. Like this was like very early beauty YouTube days. And they were the ones really popping off. They were coming out with cute packaging. They were coming out with colors. It was glitter. It was fun. Like I loved it. However, they started just pushing out shit for the sake of pushing shit out. And I know they've recently had a restructuring which has actually helped the pipeline of their products, but they used to be called classics. Like they innovated formulas, they created products, brought it to the mass market that just didn't exist, and other brands followed them. Like they were leaders for so long, and then they just started pushing out just gimmicky trash. My biggest issue with Too Faced is the fact that they make it look and feel so young, yet it's actually kind of high priced, or they have really inappropriate names that when we're in store and 14-year-olds were asking for the face masks, it's like, I feel so uncomfortable selling you the Glow Job face mask. It looks like a kid's toy, but it's supposed to be for adults, and I feel like there's a disconnect. Like, there can be cute, fun packaging that still feels adult. This felt kiddie, and then at a certain point, the formulas started getting really kiddie, and that's where I just stepped away. Like, I could not justify Too Faced any longer. I put it in meh. I don't have loathing towards it, but I just really don't know who we're marketing this to, because like, if this is for young kids, $37 is too much for a lip gloss. But if this is for an adult, like, if somebody pulled this out of their handbag whilst we're out, I'd be like, like, what your toddler's makeup with you? Like, what's going on? But do you know what I do loathe? Do you know what is going to go in the category? Is Mario Badescu. Specifically the sprays, which like every second customer back in the day when I worked at Mecca wanted. They were like $10 or $11 whilst I were there. And it was like, and I understood it was affordable, but it was just fragranced alcohol water that clearly disrupted young skins and actually caused dehydration. They don't provide any benefit to the skin. Like, they weren't jam-packed with great ingredients. They actually dried the skin out. And I will never, ever, 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 ever recommend Mario Badescu after their 2013 lawsuit where they were hiding steroids. Like, I can't get behind the ethics of that company, and their products aren't good. So it's going in loathe because I have loathe feelings about it. I have loathe feelings. I feel like I gotta cool down from that one. I feel it in my heart, you know? Let's go to something that gives me less feelings, and that is the Mecca Max Brow Gel. This is $19 and it is lovely. It's not going to give you the cakey, soapy white cast. It's not going to flake off the brows. It's going to hold them in place. It lasts forever, and $19. Do you know how hard it is to find a good brow formula that doesn't cost you like upwards of $40, $50 here in Australia? I love this. I love Mecca Max. I think they do fantastic products for really affordable prices. I also like the way they language and package and share their brand. They make it really approachable from everybody from a pro artist to somebody who's really new or maybe like not as into makeup. I found that Mecca Max was just a brand that universally was loved, and I've loved it since being in store, and this is a top product that I will continue to use to this day. I don't want you to think I did my girl Charlotte dirty, because I love her. I love her. My only issue is the shades back with that formulation. So that's why we're going to talk about the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray, because that is God tier work. That is God tier work. You can go through a cyclone, hurricane, you can go through the different phases of the apocalypse, and your makeup is going to stay with this, and it's going to feel good. Sometimes when brands think super stay, when they think of setting spray, it's like literally hairspray in a bottle, and it feels disgusting and crusty, and all I want to do is rip my makeup off. This keeps my makeup on all day long without actually disrupting the like feel of my makeup. Like, it feels glowy. If you over powder, you can put this on. It helps melt it back together. It is God tier. Although I do feel a bit emotional because apparently it's being recalled, which means it's going to be so hard to get your hands on new stock for a while. And that frightens me as an Australian babe, because Australians are always at the bottom of the list for stock when it comes to beauty. Next up is the Hourglass Concealer, the Airbrush Concealer, I believe it's called. This is beautiful. I was working at Mecca when it first launched, and I was part of the Hourglass training, and I thought it was just going to be another concealer, but my lord, the shades, beautiful. The way it blends into the skin, gorgeous, stunning. Blending in with your fingers under the eye, oh, it does not cake, it does not crust, it feels amazing. It actually covers. It is beautiful. The only reason it's not God tier is because of the price. Is it worth the price? 100%. I'm just a broke ass bitch, and I just can't justify the price for a concealer, particularly when your foundation should be doing much of what a concealer does. I would love this in a foundation form. I feel like their foundations are not the same as their concealers. I just want this as a foundation. Chef's kiss. There you have it. We have ranked 12 of the most viral Mecca products, and I have let you know what I think about them. Let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree, or if there's a product you want ranked. If you want me to rank more products, let me know the product you want me to rank, because I will give you my honest opinion about it. I no longer work in the beauty industry. I can do what I want. If you agree, you should like this video and subscribe to me. Maybe. If you want to find some of my more controversial opinions, you can head over to my TikTok here, or you can head over to my Instagram here, and you can subscribe if you want more of these type of videos. If you want to learn something, or you want some tea from the beauty industry, let me know below in the comments, and I'll answer. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to spill. Thank you for spending your time with me, and don't forget to wear your sunscreen.